All right, friends, welcome back. We're going to talk about it. Hell yeah, we're going to talk about it. The main female and the great fortune. We got to talk about it, don't we, friends? And how they stole it. Look, you can't make this shit up. And on top of that, parental discretion is wise. And how Randy did I come in real live today, fellas? And chickadoos, don't play with me. Who is in charge of the thieves? Because I know it's plenty of them. Because plenty of people been dropping dead. I haven't even been reading the news, y'all. Look, shots fired. Especially from over here. Look, cannons. God damn it. Somebody expected to get their asses blown off. Look. Yeah, because they coming. Look, these bullets is for them. For the thieves. You can't make this up. Look, who was pouring my money out 2026? Since I was 26 too. Ain't that when we almost got our heads blowed off at that club? Like I said, bitches better hit the floor. Because we damn sure was doing some exploring. I ain't know. Since two school, I was the main female. And then we had this dude looked like one of my teachers too though. From elementary school, second grade and shit. Like I said, these people really had it made out for me. They had it laid out for me. And the bitch was expecting to be put in high honor behind fucking me over. That's their occupation, fucking people over, like I said. With the occupation, you know what I'm saying? This bitch be coming in like this, like she an angel, but she really a thief in the night. I know that people get uncomfortable when we have to talk about race. It's so much. You know what I hate too, now that I'm on this platform, because I know how bitches be uh, celebrities and all the like big wig people that you never hear of with money and shit. Be like, oh, they just pick them one to pick on. Like, pick yourself up out this world. This me telling a bitch that want to get like this off of me, my essence, nigga. You'll never be this. You ain't got balance of both sides. How about that? And for these thieves, goddamn it, who want to just stand in high honor, we know where they're going, right? Where are they going? Where's this community going? This looks like community jail, Monroe County Jail. Sorry to be putting our shit out there like that, but we already know where it's at. All these people come from yo. When I was in a hotel over there by the airport, I seen all those planes coming in every time I was dropping them dimes. I was gonna tell, look, y'all was fucking with my job and everything. This is not a job. It might seem uncomfortable, but do you think that those people want to see you dumbasses be chasing y'all down in those cars and stuff? I gotta put that out there because I'll be feeling like a cop sometime. That's why I ain't really do shit that was gonna get me put in the clink clanks. But I'll bust your head, boy. You know I ain't playing. Y'all know that, right? Remember, look, since I was 38, so somebody had a 38 for me. Somebody, for real, they were shooting all outside the house and shit, Joe. Since 2018, too. They sent me on a wild goose chase. Look, I was working at all them fuck ass jobs, and this how the people were. They were distant from me, being all sneaky and shit. The whole time they was stealing. Even Sally came up in that bitch. When I see her, like that's why I said, it might sound wrong, y'all, because that's my sister and I love her. Um, and today is another sister's birthday, but she better be dead because she had something to do with this. She gonna wish her ass was dead. I don't want her to be dead, but like I told you guys with our situation, she wasn't the best candidate to call a friend in a sense. But I still love them. Those we was raised together. So if she not really an angel, I need my fucking money. Like I said, I'm shooting everybody from all angles. You're guilty until proven innocent. Right, wealthy man? Look how they stole my goddamn money. And they want to walk around like this, but they shit is really dirty. And it stinks under there. I'm not gonna stop talking about that either. Those young folks stink. Fuck how good she look. Cause she really don't look that good when you looking at the next bitch, you'll go cheat, right? You'll cheat with the neighbor or something or her homegirl. She don't look that motherfucking good. That's why I told people to pick and choose their poison. And don't come playing with me because I'm telling, I'm making lots of noise, man, about wealthy man. Look, y'all can say whatever y'all want to. When y'all was playing in people's face, it was cool, right? Look, when y'all tried to give me one eye, y'all thought it was cool, right? Where the fiends at? Hold on, where's all those bums and shit at? Is y'all waiting on me? Am I supposed to encourage them to be better? Like I said, stop picking out, taking that trash out the garbage can and not putting it back. That's a lot of effort, y'all, to be picking up cans and bottles and shit and walking around with them big ass things. And why they didn't want to work at them nasty ass jobs I was at. Nigga, I was putting in work. Not all of them, like I said. I know some people may like, she said my job nasty. If your job is nasty, bitch, you need to clean it up. I'm still grown as fuck. Older than some of the owners and shit. Old as like some of like the senior workers in them shits, y'all. Like I said, you ain't got to go to school to have common sense and to follow protocol. But I did go. Y'all think even if it was a couple of days, all that vocational classes and shit, you know how thick my goddamn dictionary is? That's why I wasn't playing with nobody. Look, so it's a journey to bad health for a mature woman. She got the message of concern. So she's feeling sick behind these messages because they travel. Like I said, they've been stealing since 2010, y'all. At the age of 31, they were supposed to, I guess I was supposed to be in bad health, but somebody was in bad health and they killed them off. This was in 2011. Somebody at the age of 31, but who this man look like to y'all? What nurse poisoned him? Like I said, a lot of grandfathers and shit got killed. Y'all, I was reading that shit in the news when I seen them. When I was telling y'all about this is why I'm so excited in a sense by to tell you this. When I was exposing this witchcraft and I seen the wigs that was passing off, I'm like, these bitches, their daughters and shit, and their sons and shit was fucking playing swords. They're sex magic, you guys, and murdering people for real, poisoning them, shooting them up, setting them up. Like you think you sent because you sent somebody else. Look at these messages. You think because you sent somebody else that we didn't know it was you? Wasn't that your ace boom coon? Like I said, I don't want to hang out with anybody that's doing shit in the closed rooms. Like, how the fuck you thinking about me but not telling me your thoughts? And then it's all for Madison 10. Like I said, who gives a fuck? Who brought? Y'all brought what? They started making those kids. Like I said, they got all those kids and shit that they don't even fucking want. They've been doing this at least for 7 years, you guys. So the mature woman thought that she was about to send somebody. Because y'all thought I was in a childlike spirit. I am. I'm real nice. Like I said, I'm real nice, but you never want to see me when I get angry, now would you? Not only do I need my mans to come and lock you up, if you got this how they hold your house down when they surround your house and tell your bitch ass to come out, come out with some hands up, or just fuck it, throw the tear gas in there, and if it's too good, if they did too much voodoo, y'all just drop the damn bomb on the thing. They trying to burn the houses up anyway. A lot of those house fires are set because they was brought with my fucking money, and nobody could pay that shit back. So they like, oh well, we can move, we can slide up over here. Let me tell y'all how I'm about to crack these bitches open. See, I told you I'm a verbal assassin. Nobody should want to come next to me, especially if it's on the left side of the fence. I do these glasses and shit intentionally, you guys, because like I said, I didn't know my golden girls and shit like that. But I know I look like one of them. Ain't this shit scary, y'all? But it's fun. So when y'all surround their houses and shit, just let off whatever you got to let off, and don't even when we go for disabled people, sit your dumb ass down while y'all always trying to defend stupid shit when people are wrong. That's my peoples. Well, lock them all up and throw away the goddamn key. That's a whole bunch of wild animals that y'all got the zoo at. I bet y'all ain't letting the motherfucking lions and shit loose up at that zoo there. Them shits can't run around crazy. That's how these people are. And y'all seen it too. They was damn near, they was slowing down like slugs in 2025 though. Like I said, you wasn't about to catch me, bitch. You better get your best running shoes. But anyways, back to the business. You gonna surround these people. Look how we blowing the horns on them. And these are dead people. Blowing the horns. All my soldiers. Like I said, all my real niggas stand up and the bitch niggas can stand down. I don't care if you don't like my conversation with it. Why should I be all soft and modest? That's how people be bumping into my bag and shit. trying to run over your heels at the grocery store and shit, like I won't kick somebody ass. Look, you gonna put a high on a nigga in poverty. And look how I came out. And I shot all the niggas' asses off. Look at, I was walking through that shit like this. Who wants smoke with me? I got this. Like I still put my little suit on and shit. Little grab bag, seeing the rats coming out. I was like, yo, I gotta get up out of this some way, somehow. In 2017, remember, because I know about this the setback from 2016. So how long do it take for life insurance shit to clear out? Right? How long do it take for them checks and shit to clear? Like I said, they fucked up around here. Y'all could look at me like don't I look like money though? The poorest person, one of the poorest people in the town. Don't it look like money? Because it is. And they still trying to play me like I'm some dummy. Like I said, I don't give a fuck about no disabilities or none of that. If you acting like you ain't got no sense, bitch, you could lose the rest of them. Because ain't no beer worth none of that shit. And it ain't even the good kind. Is the mature woman concerned? You know what? You could be nice to her based on her age. You could put her cuffs in the front. She ain't gonna be able to get out of them. Cuff her ass just like that in her nice, pretty outfit and shit. And let her look like this, look like she's serious about it now. When they was stealing from them old ladies, when they was stealing from y'all grannies and y'all aunts and shit, it was cool, right? Do you know that you possibly on the list? I've been watching these bitches since I was 14 years old. I got the message of concern. Especially when they fucked my mom up, the mature woman. Look. And as I mentioned, since 6, they pretty much turned her ass to stone. But I'm glad I was able to pick up everything. That's them grandfatherly instincts. Like I said, call me my 2 dads and shit. I am the Billie Jean, nigga. Because whoever was, the men that were in my life, they was there for, they wasn't there for a long time, but they was there for a reason. And I picked up that shit. Like I said, any season, look at these books behind them. They turned me into an old man. Who the man? That's a man or a woman. What they call it? I got jokes. It is not funny though, y'all. I'm non-binary. I'm just playing. But it's funny. Don't feel no way, because when y'all, and then for those people who keep doing that shit, don't feel away when they chop the wrong thing and your bitch ass is on TV crying like the mother one's like, I wish I wouldn't have did that. Because I wish you wouldn't have did it neither. And especially if you was on the other side of it, because they had all kinds of people. Look, you can't make this shit up. 2016, they had all kinds of people. I even watched them pull that body out. So this 19 on this card, this reminds me of Shannon. When I went to her funeral, you guys, I didn't know what the fuck was going on. You should have seen that shit. And I looked just like the girl. Like, you ain't gonna tell me that bitches don't need to pay like they weigh. If they only got 1 pound left, I'll take it. You break that bitch down by the ounce. Who was in despair? Yeah, remember the car accident? It didn't work. This nigga is disappointed. Whatever faggot stole my shit and didn't want me to work. Look, him and his dog about to die. Him and his dog dead, so he in despair. Yeah, one of them friends that you confided in, the find that you was fucking. I know men don't like that neither. Like I said, if you want to be gay, be gay. That ain't no choice for me to make for a motherfucker. Whatever makes you happy. But don't come playing in nobody's face. It ain't no black woman aggressive, nothing. We the nicest people. Unless you want to get sideways. Any bitch will be the nicest person as long as you don't get on the right side of the fence. Remember I told y'all about the grannies? Look at the grandmothers of some of them fucking heathens. They'd sit at church just like this. This would really make it funny. They'd be sitting there in the glasses. You'd be like, I know that motherfucker me. Look at me. Did I tell you I want you to kill yourself? So now everybody look at me like, she said, that's the lady that said she wanted to kill. Yeah. Look, you want me like this? We could be like this together. Let's pray about this dog here. Beat that bitch back to life. Look at the gift. And since I was 17. Like I said, I didn't know about cameras and stuff, but we still was living our life. I'm not saying don't be a kid, but I'm don't be no fucking dodo bird neither. When you got this in your hand, when you got the whole word in your hand, it's like don't let nobody take that shit from. They wasn't taking this one. They had already took everything else when I was 12, and they wanted me sitting out like this. And actually, I was all because they turned that Gemini to stone, y'all. They kept taking them away. And then it is crazy. I know that people don't like the thought of the pictures with the Epstein shit, but what else would they be doing with pictures of naked, little naked pictures of kids with boas and shit on with the post? We was for real. We was doing the hustler. That's why I said I'll fuck somebody up. A bitch can't. What I'm supposed to tell on that. It's been a long time coming because you should have stepped to me correctly, and we wouldn't have had this problem. Because I know y'all secretly watching this shit. Like I said, I told somebody I was gonna get online. Well, we was talking, they was taking me to work, and they was like, "Oh yeah, you make a lot of money doing such and such." I was like, "Yo, that's something I want to look into." You know what I'm saying? Because I do have a lot of shit that I'm very creative. They wasn't taking that shit away from me. They can copy, but look at them sucker niggas try to copy the 3-6, but they too sloppy. You know I listen to music. I am still your hottest DJ on the planet. That's how I used to cope. Yep, ain't no courtship with no thief. So somebody did a courtship, the marriage, the adjudication, and thief. Look, the main female. What bitch? Like I said, they was recruiting the people that I grew up with. This number two here gonna represent the school because I was the teacher too. For real, we used to play to be like who's gonna be the principal, who's gonna be the teacher and shit. I used to be the principal and stuff. They used to pick me. I never picked it. But if you got all the tools, why you gonna let somebody step in front of that and you not showing them what to do? You don't just let nobody just go in there and teach them shit that they haven't experienced themselves. That's the best teacher. And if you're gonna go off the books, look, the thieves, the mature man. And if you're gonna go off book knowledge, then you gotta apply it to the actual presence of the people. You gotta combine that shit. You can't just go in like, oh, I ain't smarter than you because I can read this, I can read all 1,000 of these pages. And what are they gonna do for you when you're misinterpreting every word? That's even with the Bible. I know they say she changed the Bible. No, if no cap, if King James was a slave owner and he said don't do something, and they're doing it, and we know that they're doing it, what doesn't that sound contradictory, y'all? And I'm not gonna hold nobody because I know that some of that information was meant to stagnate the people, and it didn't matter what the race was because it's obvious everybody could do some shit. Like I said, we got the white water magic, we got the black voodoo, we got the goddamn the third world country, the overseers, with whatever the fuck they chicken, bone, grease, dirt, and goddamn worms and shit. And then they sending the motherfuckers over here talking about black Americans. Bitch, we was taught to shoot. We ain't got to do no voodoo. We was taught to kick ass. Remember Muhammad Ali and shit? Remember Bruce Lee and all of them? So no matter how you combine it, we play basketball and football and soccer and all that shit. Combine all that shit into a fight. Your ass lost. And y'all want to try to put Visine in a nigga drink to knock them out. Stop playing with your mandrake plants. Like I said, go eat that shit yourself. And then they get all this money and they look crazy as a bitch. Like everybody getting all this money, ain't nobody taking care of their health. Ain't nobody came up with nothing creative to grow that shit. They just spend it. Like I said, I could have brought my own motherfucking weed field, had my own farm and grew weed myself. Y'all know I smoke. Get me some grapes so I could start me a winery. Who in the fuck y'all thought this was? Clothes and everything, hair and everything. Nigga, I can make it out of nothing. So for y'all to be stealing my shit and still playing with it, y'all bluffing. It's time to go. Look, the courthouse. Somebody concerned about that courthouse. This here judge here, you concerned, fella? You concerned, nigga? I ain't never tried to be something that I wasn't, but 2023, y'all fucked over me. Remember y'all had all those bitches. They had those people moving in left and right. I was like, please not another fiend. Because mind y'all, like I said, you can hear my music across the water. So I was more focused on that. And then, I have daughters. So I was just hoping that nobody crept up my stairs or nothing because I was doing my MacGyver shit. You would have touched that door and everybody attached to your bitch ass would have been laid on the floor like a domino down the steps. I am kind of special. Shit, I was making, remember y'all was doing the raids and taking that shit, well, the riot shit, y'all was supposed to be fucking people over, nigga. I was ready to throw flames. Literally, I gotta tell y'all this. This is how bad I am. I was making me some cocktails. Cause soon as I see your ass coming, I was gonna launch them bitches and set everybody on fire. See? High honor. I wasn't playing no games. And if you ever been folded up in a motherfucking car, your ass will be walking like me too. Look like you grabbing your hips, like, hold on. God, is this back? Is this still real? That's why I was bugging off the wheelchairs. Look. When they was putting the wheelchairs at work and shit, look at that wheel right there. Like I said, you had all those stinking motherfuckers, bitch. You don't speak no English. I do feel a way about that. Cause y'all was sitting, they was sitting up there trying to sit there talk that gibberish about me. Do you know what we learned about y'all in those courses that they were putting me in? You like a walk-in dad, nigga. And I say, unfortunately, we never die. That shit just came out of nowhere, but literally, like you damn near dead. You came over here for some help, and how you think you got that shit? How you think you even got your dumb ass over here? Cause this nigga right here, we did pay, but we took a lot of ass whoopings for that shit, and that's why I want a bitch dead for trying to play with me and my money, cause that's all that's left. They took everything away, bro, because of this fucking tunnel here. That's what's really sick. Like I said, whoever do their little seance, you dummy motherfuckers don't like a certain creed of people. It's time because you know what, the hate is rotting in your body. It's rotting you from the inside out. You need to kill yourself. As bad as it might sound, it's a job because you just cannot take life without taking somebody else's shit. And for my good friends, thank you. Like, don't be their friends. That shit hurt. Don't it hurt to depart from people, especially when they living. Like, damn, we can't even kick it no more. No more shopping sprees. No more late night creeps. No more VIPs. No more dough. You can't even kick it no more. Look, this motherfucker minding their business too. Technically, they minding their business too. Wrong hand, but you can't make this shit up. We can't even kick it no more. This motherfucker looking off into the sunset like, what's new? What's next? Especially when you know those secrets about those friends. I don't care if they confide in you in secrecy. I don't care if your pinky swear. I don't care if your blood dropped. I don't give a fuck if you he's fucked. I don't give a fuck if you made the oath, blood oath. Ain't no fucking way, bro. Because some people ain't meant to be fucked with. Like I said, they had bitches coming up here. Look at the fucking all those fucking, they tried to make it what did you call that? They done shut down the motherfucking armory and shit. The fuck was that about? They shut down everything. When I seen that shit, I was like, yo, I would have been in there. Niggas is mad as a bitch. Like, bitch, you shouldn't have did it. Like I said, I talk that big shit because these niggas, the men that did come for me, they are secretly like fucking each other. Like, it wouldn't have been no secret. You could tell by how niggas hang. That's why a lot of people probably didn't approach me too. Like, damn, she could see me because they was already in the secrets plotting. Some of this shit I didn't know. Like, I didn't know. I was tuned in, but I wasn't sure because I don't like to go off assumptions. I just watch how niggas move. And that shit, look. Remember how we was exposed to gay people when we was little. Look at the house. 2022. In 2020, like I said, People brought houses and shit, and they was in there and watching people, expecting something to pop off. And they did get it. Like I said, they had a lot of people going in your place. You can't make this shit up. You could tell by the money trail. Everywhere I went, and then, like I said, I'm working with slob ass bitches. I'll keep it 100. We all like the same age, and if we not, they gon' they still could sit their dumb ass down because I'll get on anybody level when it comes to this situation here. You get whores in there that's fucking everything, trying to act like, look, the man child. So you got these faggots in there, look, in the bad health. You got the bitches, like I said, they was rushing to the man, racing to the man and stuff. And it's bad because it's like, we not in competition. I just dress a certain way. Like, I don't want this motherfucker bitch. That's what I was thinking in my head. Like, you whores just don't know how long I've been, you bitches don't know how long I've been grinding in my man voice. Word. Like, that's the last thing on my mind. And I'm like, yo, I'm on the line. I got like a couple years in and shit. And I'm looking at these motherfuckers like, y'all niggas, you know me? It's funny. Like, you know me? It's me, bitch. Ain't much change. That's why I'm glad I was able to dig out my pictures. So you supposed to be able to identify me from anywhere. If you look it. That's how bitches know I'm not hiding. For what? Like I said, it do get scary, but the only people need to be scared is the ones that gotta kill themselves. Cause you ain't about to do shit to me, and I could run, y'all. You wanna see how fast I could run? Remember, I was in whichever game was winning. Look, my occupation brings sudden wealth, and since I was 11, remember when the bank broke when I was 11, and then they embezzled at 12? Look, 34. That's 2014. They was doing the voodoo. Remember when y'all had that man come? Because y'all, I was doing, like I said, they put me in mental health so I could pay my rent. No, because that's what that was doing. Because I ain't need mental health. I didn't feel depressed or nothing. I guess that's all they had for me. Same situation with school. So I went, and I was like, yo, I'll use this as as a stepping stone, a tool. And then I could take it back to these stupid motherfuckers. Because they really needed more than me. Because I do have discipline. I could have killed all of them. Like I said, I like one-on-ones. Don't this look like Dahmer, y'all? I could have got them up there. They thought this nerd horror bitch fiend was just this regular. Yeah, look how I lured them in. And broke their necks and shit. Like I said, I used to watch a lot of scary movies, so it just goes with the territory. I'll be tough. Stephen King is my friend. Even if he's on the other end of things. Who's that guy? Y'all about to look him up. Who's that racist? Not the Jim Crow. Because now the shit just funny to me. Like I said, people get mad because we ain't got no pics. I'm not a MAGA though. Right? I'm not that. Yeah, I heard that's bad. So God need to take his force field and connect them to the maggot to the maggots, the magnets. Ooh, to the maggots. So God, y'all might need to kill y'all. Y'all got to kill yourself too. God, I heard it was bad. I didn't even do the research on it. So let me see this man here. Let's see who Jim Crow is. I'm not scared of this shit. It is what it is, y'all. And then, oh yeah, with Reagan, that little speech he said we gotta take care. We gotta take care of each other or some shit. You know that was for everybody, right? What the fuck what he meant by that? You know I was a baby, but what he meant by that? Because he sure enough pissed Chisholm off. Like I said, let that shit go. Come on, how you gonna let somebody keep on fucking over your whole shit? Be the runner of things and you still follow protocol and see all the losses that are being taken. This on a serious note, y'all. I have intellectual property, good one too. But when I think about these people stealing, I just want to kill them. And who y'all seen the Terrifier and all those other old crazy ass movies when people ain't had no holds barred? So I feel that way. But my conduct shows you something else. Like I said, it's other ways to move. I come out here sometimes damn near ball ass naked. Do you see me out here flicking a tail feather? Do you see me up there trying to lick in somebody's fucking face, bitch? And you better not get in mine, especially on the other side of the fence. Like I said, who's out there? Anybody home? Shit. Oh, they didn't want to get me in. The boundaries and the judgment, the Queen of Swords, y'all. So let's see what these oracle cards gonna tell us about this great fortune in these people. Like I said, I be having so much information, it just start flowing. Because we just really TED talk. Like I said, people be coming in so look, willpower and courage. People be coming in lying. Like look at all of the people that let us down with their untruths. Like you gotta be a certain way for the camera. Oh yeah, we was like this with the bow was on. Anybody got any can I get the negatives to it? I know I'll be rich. You can't make this up. Look, I know I'll be rich. Look at this. Like here she go. Them pictures y'all tried to wash away. See, niggas knew, but I didn't know. That's how I was able to. That's why, in a sense, it's a gift and a curse to went through what I had went through, and then they call themselves being assholes, sticking me into these fucking little asylums, and that helped me out. Cause I'm like, yo, am I really that bad? Especially when I almost caught that body. I was like, damn, am I really all that bad? Cause I will kill you. I know that. Ain't no shame in my game. I would never want nobody to be scared of me. I'm not just gonna do no shit. But you thinking, here go. Remember, if we just watching the things, thinking the grain. Are you picking the brain? Look, this the grain though, ain't I grains? Are you thinking what I'm thinking? That's how I be looking at a bitch. Am I thinking what you thinking? You fucking around. It's funny. It's not for real. Travel. You thinking what I'm thinking? Good luck and forgiveness. So somebody want to travel to me for good because they think I'm good luck. I am still good luck. I forgive you. Won't you stop, stupid? Or you got to kill yourself. You got to forgive yourself because you got to jump. Look, this person look like, damn, I got to jump. Yep, you got to have the strength to jump. You had the strength to try to jump somebody. Look, trust in the Lord and the Lord will set you free. They be like, that's not God. No. Yes, it is. Y'all didn't know who really God is. Y'all just were trying to confuse the brand. Once I seen that, I was minding my business, trying to tend to my own land and grow some, grow my rashes and take care of my family until my time was up. The proper way these bitches had no holds barred. Look, they want to box somebody in. Okay. Look what happened when the jack popped up. And y'all, I miss my cat. And that's a little Poochie, y'all. Look, family and the transformation, the confidence. Look, try to break up my family. Nigga, I buy me a new one. I take care of families. I took care of families. Didn't I put your bitch ass through college? This for the ones that do that. Remember I told you, Unc them set y'all straight in 92, bro. And before that. Because I knew about the witches, bro. I just didn't believe it. Remember Munyo? Munyo is a person. I know when you look it up, it shows you just, the little space in Africa and stuff. But look at the meaning of it. I am not playing with y'all. And before he passed away, they took me to meet him. And I don't know how, but I always knew money. I knew about conduct. And like I said, you ain't about to be snatching me up for stealing a piece of candy. I grew up with all the thieves and shit. I know about the forged checks and stuff. That shit never stopped. The swapping of the kids, swapping the names, all of that shit, y'all. That's why a lot of my friends, well, they not my friends. They was supposed to be pretending like they was my friends, but that's why a lot of them are dead. Look at the truth and the confidence. For real, if you see them now, you line us up to each other. Like I said, I'm almost 50, so I'm not trying to be anything that I'm not. They sell these clothes and shit. God didn't, give me like fat ass ankles and, a stank ass bottom and shit. He kind of let me keep my physique based on the work I was doing. Look at the work I was doing. And this is why I said, it was guys in my jobs that really kept their distance and they were respectful. You could see the hurt in their heart and in their eyes, but they couldn't respond. They just didn't say anything. I was watching them. So this ain't for my fellas. Tell them faggot, tell them how them faggots had me working like a real motherfucking slave, and I outbeat them. Majority niggas and groups of bitches. Tell them how I ate up the motherfucking business and not intentionally. That's just how I work, and I still didn't get hired. You know how much money these faggots and bitches stole from me, and they did nothing with it. They still struggling on house notes with their nasty ass habits. The families. I don't give a fuck you take somebody on a trip that ain't got shit to do with this. Look, happiness, well-being, yeah. They wasn't taking care of no well-being. They was lying. They thought they could buy happiness. But look at the closure on, how to shut doors on niggas that want to create happiness off of somebody else's well-being has been stopped. Look at the strength guard. Stop that shit. Look at this talent. Come on, y'all. And I can sing and shit. I really can't dance. I'll still be practicing my little kicks and shit just in case I gotta put it up in you. Somehow shoot is somebody that's scary too, because I know your bullets could fly, but you gotta have good aim. And a lot of these niggas used to miss. Remember they just shoot like this. And don't you think I could smell the gunpowder? Then y'all call me a dog? Ain't nothing but a hound. Call me that K9. Because they ain't no friend of mine. Look, family and friends. Look, psychic abilities. That's blowing your mind, ain't it? Look, protection. This is how I protect myself. Look, I let you know what's going on, and I show you that holy fire. And if you want some, you can get burned. Want me to set you on fire? Like I said, you could be cremains. Look, if they want me to cremate. Look at that cat there. Look, that cat, bro, y'all fucking that cat up was good luck. Now, which one of them bitches got my cat? Did they just come in right after me after I dropped her off? Bro, that shit had me shaking a little bit. They sacrifice animals, y'all. Remember the little favorite dogs y'all like? Imagine they take your little Shih Tzu and chop her down the middle. I'm serious. It sounds bad, but it's in here. Come on. Everything that I'm saying, you can look it up in this place here. Let's make the library great again. Use the bitch to your ability. I used to come and visit when I was younger. Where you want to go? I used to come here and do my homework and everything. And then, like I said, I had faggots follow me over there. It's not to be cute to you, but I know they had to send them because we was there same time, same place every motherfucking day. So like I said, I try your card. I speak. Especially when you sitting right there from me, because if somebody sent you to do some stupid shit, it ain't about no man or no woman. It's about your pressure points. I'm going for your, look at how I'm telling you how to defend myself. You have a pressure point. Never walk up to nobody and try to grab them from the back. You have a pressure point, and I'm willing to show you at the age of 10,010. You can't look, lighten the load. Don't ever walk up to nobody. I didn't even see this. Don't ever walk up to nobody from behind, thinking you're about to snatch them or do anything. The eyes in the back of the head. Who made them clothes back then, y'all? The seraphim, y'all. But you know what I was thinking when I said that? Because I didn't know the difference. I forgot the burning bush. And then, like I said, I looked up with that angel with all the eyes and shit. That's hot. Look, ain't that hot? Look, trust the angels. Whether you believe in them or not, it's whatever vices work for you. If you do right by it. See, when they do wrong, look, you go out robbing people, you get shot up, you get fucked up, your friends set you up and stuff. And when you like on your own, like people try to set you up based on how dunce cap you are. That's why I don't deal with people. Not too many of them. Not if it's not about business. I don't deal with people. Shit, this person just manifested by themselves. I couldn't see nothing if all you bitches was standing in the way. Look, then I came out like this. Ain't that funny? Stop playing, y'all. Look, I was dreaming. I was like, damn, I was dreaming about these bitches. Give me some fire, God. For real, let me walk down the street like this. So you know everybody will cross the street. She a witch, man. Fuck that shit, bro. No, I'm that nigga bitch, and I'll fuck your ass up. That's what it is. That's all it is. That's all it is. What I'm supposed to be dirty and stinking shit, then you still gonna be crossing over to the other side like, so what's the fucking problem? Oh, my money. I'm not supposed to be rich. But I already was rich. They just stole it. Look at these glasses. Don't look like I'm rich. Rich people got glasses. Or what do you call that? What's the style? That optical. Well, what is that? I can't think of it. I'm supposed to have one of those. I'm a spy. Trying to ban my videos in the different countries because of the music. No. But you know what? If you banned it, if whoever chose that remember that's the voodoo, ain't it? So you don't like your own music that you did voodoo on me with? Where's the toothpaste? Niggas need some toothpaste. Y'all did that voodoo and shit and thought y'all was getting away with it. Like I said, and you know what? I'm about to hear. We don't got to start a race war. I'll just turn your own people against you. So, anyways, for your bitches, fellas, who allegedly got you guys psyched up on this shit, it doesn't matter if she's white. They was choosing the niggas over you. So why would you stand up for a bitch like that? Make it make sense. And I ain't jumping on no sides. I'm universal when it comes to my energy. I like good people. Your character speaks for itself. Even if you're a bad guy, just don't be stupid with that shit. You got to do research on anything. How you think you wasn't catching Dahmer them? They was doing research first. So the mind of a serial killer. Justice, financial health, to think like that. So I'm walking around all these bums and shit and these wannabe prissy people and shit. It's like, you a whore, bitch. And they wouldn't know that I know they're a whore. They get mad, like, see, because I come in with the whore attire, like, look at the girl with the thing to do something. And this bitch got on a stone cold suit with the big bubble coat and shit. You can't see nothing about her. But she ain't got no drawers on under that. See? It's shit like that. The bitch can never play with me. She ready to fuck off, go cheat on a husband or something, or duck off with one of them dope boys of ours, one of them BBCs. Yeah, them faggots ain't getting away with that shit. Which one of you faggots married me? I bet you wish you would have stuck to the winning team now, huh? Dick in the sling and shit. I don't fuck with people. Here you go, Nick Nolte. I got it a nigga time. It's not funny. But yo, that's like sweat off the brow. Like, they would have burnt me too. Then we could have been walking around like this. We would have been kumbaya together. I would have been ready to probably steal some shit. I would have been smoking that crack with you. You know what I'm saying? We'd have been eating out the garbage can and shit. I need my motherfucking money, y'all. Y'all know I got sarcastic jokes. That's shit that people chose. For real, I would have had 99 bottles of beer on the wall. 99 bottles of beer. You can't make this up. Y'all want me to be a drunk? How? That hurts. It hurts your body. It's called acute alcohol poisoning. For real. Now people, like I said, they're gonna be washing their ass and stuff. You're gonna see their t-shirts maybe a little bit whiter. They might use a little baking soda in their laundry. The kids might, they might change the diaper twice a day instead of once. Remember that baggy ass, pissy, shitty ass diaper with that nappy head little kid they had? I told y'all that's why they did that shit. Them bitches wasn't studying them kids. That was another food stamp check. Or another disability check. Let's not forget about that, kids. Hey, y'all want to start a riot? See if your mama getting some SSI for you. So we can get them checks up over here. Told y'all I'd be a great motherfucking adopted mother or foster mama, nigga. We'll take those checks and do the right thing with them. Those kids supposed to have bank accounts with that money. That's why I said y'all fucked up when y'all stole from me. They're supposed to have that money in a separate account so those kids wouldn't want for shit. And plus they get stipends for free food and shit. So you kids should have endless snacks. I mean, you should have enough snacks to share with the motherfucking community because Food Link ain't no joke. That's why I want everybody dead that tried to play with me. And it's no disrespect to people who don't need to be dead. This is for your friends that wanted me to be dead and stole my motherfucking money and try to give me meds. That's not a good coping skill when you take that shit and make you drowsy. Y'all, I would have been out. I had took some shit. It is to make me. I was like, what the fuck is this? I might as well smoke weed then. I don't want this shit. So, cause you don't sleep. Niggas don't sleep. We gotta stay up. And then look at where I live. Who the fuck want to go to sleep around that? Spirit guides his blessings. Good things come to those who stay up. Oh, I wouldn't have caught all that information, y'all. Like I said, I've met good people in my life, but a lot were bad. And 250,000 set the tone. Fertility and prosperity. Look, I was watching them. I was getting, we was fucking, right? Fertility, I got pregnant. And it's the baby I had. A whole bunch of them. Well, I think I got about 1,000 babies. See, I should have took that Plan B, shouldn't I? That mandrake plant or whatever they was trying to put in my cup, I should have just drunk it. I should have just let that man come up when he came up with his little, when he was trying to riz, I should have just let him fuck, right? And gave me whatever he had, everybody else ass stake up with, right? I should just let him have it. How you want it? How do you want this? How do you feel? Coming up as a nigga in the cash game of living in the fast lane, love for real. They was gonna try to eat. Though this tree looks like an eating apple, they was trying to eat that apple. Ain't y'all learn better than that from back in the day from Adam ass? Fuck that. Think about it. Look at that story, Adam and Eve. So you niggas been killing yourself off all since then? Think about that shit, y'all. So Eve said, here, eat this. And you ate it, then we all got in trouble. That's why I said, sit your dumb ass down, nigga. We not the same. So I must be a man then. Because see, we came in totally different. They just mixed up everything. So I'm 3 things. I'm a man, woman, and what's the other one? It's combining, I'm the universe. So when they did that, I'm like, I'm not going to tell you to do anything that you ought not do. You know better. Like I said, just because you was raised in a situation don't mean you got to keep that same shit with you. Like people be thinking, oh, we was raised like this. Well, you need to unraise yourself. I'll slap the shit out of grandma. I told you I beat me a bitch. Excuse me. It's just funny, y'all. I went and slapped your grandma. I just move her walker a little bit further than she can get to it. Good things come to us. So what? With all the crazy jokes I done heard, y'all, look at the empowerment. Don't let nobody treat you bad, y'all, because you could feel it. Did you see the kids that get mistreated by their grandparents and their parents and stuff? Like these bitches just out here on these drugs and fucking up and they leaving the kids with grandma. Grandma don't be feeding your kids. And she beats them. They're trying to live her life through your kids and shit, or she hates whatever so bad that the kids don't get dinner tonight, even though she got their food stamps. And she'll eat in their face. That's why I want people dead. You know how hard it is to trust people nowadays? Or they're poisoning them, telling them shit. Like I said, I'm gonna tell you quick, because I know how people are, from the old to the young. You make executive decisions to disrespect somebody, your ass need to be skinned. Like I could be skinned, but I'm just putting the information out. That's why I don't disrespect people. I just tell you how you need to be skinned. It makes sense, right? What you think all the guns is for? Look, talent, psychic ability, somebody want to reconcile. Because of willpower and the shit that I found, and they're finding it. That it's a friend in me. For real, it's a friend in Jesus. Jesus. It just sound hot now because I'm confused by his ass. Like, but I like his hair. Yo, I should get me a Jesus wig. Platinum, is it? Look, this shit like platinum. Look at the talent. You gotta tell it like it is. So psychic abilities got everybody wanting forgiveness for themselves. Even your friend, like your friends can apologize, but I don't see how you can look at somebody the same after they've done what they've done. Like I said, I can't look at people the same because I am pretty blunt. Animal spirits, y'all. We can hate them if we want to, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. I don't know what that is, but y'all know me. I'm a pretty much I don't give a fuck type of person at this day. At the end of the day, because nothing's stopping anything. Look, the judgment in the tower. Remember they used to beat the kids back in the days. I wasn't up in that era when the teachers and everybody used to beat your kids when they was bad. We came up in the era like, you crackhead, I wish you would. Like, you high as a bitch, you just don't want us to make no noise because it's fucking up they high. Look. You just want to be mean. You want to beat me because I won't let you touch me. Look at them secrets. But with them page wands, how they were trying to touch niggas with the wands. You know what? I done been so mad, I don't even get mad no more. I just gave it to God. I did ask him I give him my burdens, y'all. I do need my house though. This shit is ridiculous. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, what are you guys trying to wait somebody out? That's why, please God, they should be at the wake right now for them. They should be dead. And my other friends, they should be living, right? You want to live, friend? Look, Empress card, the Ace of Wands, the King of Pentacles, and the Nine of Wands, y'all. The success. So, anyways, with the Empress card, that's the nurturer, that's the life giver, that's the birther. Look at his business, y'all. And look at how I called on God. God could be the King of Pentacles, but also too, y'all thought y'all was stealing somebody's business because my mom and them. My mama and my daddy was being mannish. But I still was like, I learned something. Like, see, I took the business. They gave me a business hand. Like, oh, great, don't listen to everybody else. Those are messages in the back. Remember, just a 9 of wands. Like, yo, don't, whatever you do, hold this wand. No matter what, don't let it go. Because that's your own. That's your motherfucking life. If you got to step on niggas to hold that shit down, step on them. Like I said, I want people dead about my shit. And it's not that I love my life more than life itself. It's just that, with all due respect, nobody has the right to try to take it away. not one soul that walked this earth. I don't care what you think. Like I said, a lot of bitches are fake. They steal people's content and then they force us out. Like, y'all would have never knew I was into this, huh? Y'all would have never known I was the content, huh? Look, you would have never knew. And I'm looking at this. This looks like a smaller, a younger picture of Shannon. When Shannon was younger, she didn't wear a bob. But when she was younger, she used to look like this. Now, she was the librarian, but her life was stopped before she even began to live it. So who sent them for that? Like I said, they've been following us since the 60s. Granny came here in the 60s. That's how I could probably pick up this energy too. So Granny brought me down here in her nutsack in the 60s. Look, I know how they killed all them people. Look, this shit, this still Granny was about 60 something. When they brought her ass up here and confused her, look, trying to kill up everything. And then they didn't know that I was in the cut, the shadow. Waiting on my turn. They hit them ankles. Remember the ankle biters? I was hitting ankles. I hid under the bed. Chopped everybody motherfucking feet off. Like I said, put them road spikes down for them. They want to speed through the town. Like they ain't got no sense. Them ain't even their cars. Some of them got them fake ass insurance on it. You know, them little tags and shit. I'm telling you bitches, I need my money. Because they brought that shit with my stuff. I've been getting frauded forever. So they got the badass plates, the badass dealers. Oh yeah, boy. You about to lose that auto shop. Well, friends, you won't have any more free cars. Especially for the ones who tried to kill me in them. Remember, I brought botched cars. I brought lemons. I ain't know about the lemon laws, y'all. My first one, they tried to total me out. And the second one, they tried to blow me up in. Then I tell y'all, it was time. Look how God protected me. No cap. And I don't have a chip on my shoulder. I do want everybody to be better. Like, just be in grip with your own emotions. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody try to push you into some shit that's going to have your ass floating in the ocean. Because you do got to kill yourself. That's how, hey, buddy, that's how we can erase the wasted. If they don't want to work, they don't want to eat. And if they stole, look, these ain't supposed to be upside down, you guys. If they stole, then they get put in the whirlwind. 9 years. Look, behind the walls. Look here, I got the badge for you. Look here. This ain't no Star Kennedy. This ain't the FBI or some shit. This is funny. Look at, hold on, the satellite. What's the satellite, Joe? When we zoom in, the Google zoom in, when I can see in your house. What about that heat ray thing? Look at the sun card. Look how you put a bitch out there like that. If they don't want to do the right thing, you gotta walk away from them. Like I said, this ain't no third world country, nigga. You can't dummy nobody down. See, remember this? So that stand on stand? You can't beat them, join them. But it's two of them. Can't beat them, join them, or kill yourself. Two of them. Yep, y'all fool for not taking this here information and running with it. Ain't you foolish? Nah, I feel bad though for the dummies. I never seen such amount of stupid people in my life with a judgment card. Like I said, these weren't, I shuffled them wrong. I really wish y'all get right in a Jeezy voice. And yeah, stop talking about the music. Like that's they shit. So y'all can't listen to her. Remember, y'all can't listen to church hymns or nothing. You guys, you can't listen to no music. So you got to take the music out of the nursery rhymes and stuff. You got to take all that stuff away. We just got to be just mutes. We just got to act like none of the shit exists. So we got to go back to being naked. But you better watch out for the creeps. Fuck out of here, y'all. Somebody fucked up with they spell word. Didn't you, Poochie? But I do wish you well, though, you guys, because we all should be better, right? I work to be better every day. And then I still got these people trying to play in the face. Like I said, the nasty girls is grieving because of the deaths and stuff. And with all that trash. Like I said, these whores had houses and niggas could see it. Like, yeah, they grew up to be fat. Like they grew up to have fat asses or nice bodies and shit, and they're nasty as fuck inside. Remember their parents were selling them. Even if I was sold, I never would even know that shit. That still wasn't the road that I took. And you could see in their house all the trash. My kids know about it. That's why they be looking all sad. But it's okay. You guys don't have to be trashy. Eventually, you'll get your own shit. Look, good luck. Travel, fertility, the blessings. I'm serious. Forgiveness. Where you don't gotta take the same shit that you're not a product of your environment. The mental part is the thoughts, the knowing, the truth, but you manifest still best. That's why you can't say no house I was in that they tried to kill me in wasn't put to the test. If I built the house, don't y'all know I know how to fix everything? I ain't never had no landlords probably just half-ass fix they plumbing, but that was just for them to keep coming in and out the house. That's how you can shut their asses down. They never one of them faggots worth working. You can say, "Oh, you gonna be a faggot?" Oh, if you ain't had nothing to do with it, then it don't include you. But if your employer is the faggot that sent you to try to play me, he's a faggot, bitch, that need to be dead. Especially when they in on a big money scheme with stealing out my mailbox and shit. These people were getting my mail sent to their houses. Big checks. I got family in on the postal service system. I used to be doing the mailman job sometime, sorting all that motherfucking mail out. And I noticed another thing too, USPS. You need to get those people to start separating that mail correctly. If people ain't been there in 10 years, why are you still giving up their mail? It sounds like fraud to me. Because they get checks, they get insurance cards like money cards. Don't forget, I ain't forget about Texas with the Epi card. I need my fucking money, y'all. What is it, Tahiti Smith in Texas? Freedom. Going to jail. Beauty. Yeah, she look how I found. I caged the motherfuckers. It was two bitches on there. New beginning. Straight to the penitentiary. Or you could let me just mash them out for real. Can I mash their face like 31? My personal life is my personal motherfucking life. Like I said, I could do what I want to. I can't. I can't do what I want to. Somebody who I forgot how old am I? Oh no, they can do it. They just only they can do it. That's why only they need to kill themselves. Why let them kill you? Or me? Look, only they can do it. So the new beginning is to heal, you guys. Heal from all the heartache and pain. And I'm bringing this in peace. Look, I come in peace, you guys. That shit's funny. I am mad, but I'm so laid back. Server. Sutton Wealth, privileged lady. That's probably why I'm so laid back. It's almost time. Come on, man. Let me go to this casino and pull that thing. Pull the slot machine. They got to shake some dice and shit. I just want to walk around like this though. If I went to there, I could roller skate in the casino. I put my skates on and a dress like this and just roll through that bitch. I wouldn't even spend no motherfucking money. That's why I want these people dead. They ain't even know how to courtship. I ain't about to let the nigga go there and lose all my goddamn money. Look, you can't even make this shit up. 33. I'm at 23. 2023, they went there. Look, they was like, oh, we gonna get what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. That don't. Look at Grandpa and them. That don't. For real. Thoughts. What happens in Vegas didn't stay in Vegas, did it? Came right here to my lap. Throw another spell. Bitch. That shit's funny, y'all. What happened? Look. And I'm not no courtship. They lied. I need my money though. Hey, mister. It's time for them to start crying. It's divorce central. I'll take the house. You ain't got to worry about who. I'll take it. It's mine. So I'll take their house and whoever else coming with it. If this the lawyers trying to ain't nothing, ain't no deals to work out. I want them to get life. Plea deals or nothing. No, Your Honor, nothing. Look, put that bitch in despair. Don't even put him on the corner. Lock him up. As a matter of fact, lock him up and put him in electric chair. Yeah, he already wet. This come from school, like I said, with all due respect. Never come for nobody. And they stole that check. Look. They stole that check when I was 19 too. Then they set up this when they set up the debt too. How do you want to be remembered? We make your outfit. How do you want to be remembered? Man, shit, who's going to be at the funeral? Which one of these communities? Damn, this the whole community. Then we got a box big enough for all of them. Hold on, 6 man. Hold on, they're taking the Jersey. Clear room. Come on, I can clean their house out. Or you want them to burn it up? What you want? They're already trying to do that. 2021. Only you can prevent forest fires. Like I said, no more insurance scams for my friends. Don't be trying to burn up my friends. Don't be burning up y'all nice hands and stuff. No. Make them mad, ma. Nigga, make them mad. I'm about to go for now, you guys. I'll probably come back later with some more exposure for the tomatoes, okay? Like I said, if you want to be safe, pray to whoever you got. Just make sure he got you squared off where you gonna get mollywop. Bro, my bones is with me. Ain't they? Ain't they with me? I'll be back. Thank you.